sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing.
What's good? You done clicked on the video, so I'm already knowing you with the vibes. As you come in, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. So if you don't recall this video that I just played, I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, that video. She getting a lot of backlash off of her video, so we gonna be reacting to people reacting to her video. But first, I want to give a big shout out to my boy August Moore Reacts, because he the one who put this compilation together. Me, I'm just coming and adding a little bit of vibe to it, you know. Let's get into it.
Here's why I don't date black women. Nah, I did that. You wanna no? Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to fucking listen.
I'm listening.
I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when
place?
you get put in your place, you think you've got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your
That's
fucking
why they
place.
cheated on you multiple
Black women.
times.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know.
you
And that's
put no
why
one in
I'm
their
never going to
place.
be in your
That's why
proper
you have to
again.
dip out the pool.
I'm not with
Because
black
you
women
control
because you don't like to
nobody.
get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen,
sir.
listen.
Apologies.
Where?
Apologies.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot? Go. Where's your hair? Where's your fucking hair? Take off your head, bro. Where's your hair?
You're triggered.
Where's your hair? I'm triggered. I said I was triggered. Did I not say I was triggered? Where's your hair?
Our community is fractured, and black fatigue is a real thing. I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just a symptom of an issue that we can't ignore. And so until we get to a place of understanding that playing the victim is not gonna save us, you're gonna start to see more and more black people feel this type of way. But let's look at the responses, because black people did not take this lightly.
Baby, I cannot believe that young lady who got on the internet saying, I'ma teach my son not to date black girls. And she's a black girl. Like, she was like, I'ma teach my son not to date black women. I'm like, why would you say that? And why? She went to the theme park and she said that at the theme park they was acting irate and ghetto and hood, and you know, they was doing the most at the theme park. And so she just don't want her son with black girls because they too ghetto. She done put this on every black girl in the world. Okay, I don't know what type of, you know, thing she's going through, but that's self-hate. Like, what did you see? Baby, let me ask you this question. What did you see in them girls that reminded you of yourself to make you come on the internet with that statement? Because all black girls are not like what you see. And it's sad that I have to come here and tell you that. Because you of all people, being a black woman, know that the reflection that we get on the internet, on the news, on everywhere on the social media, that what they put out of us, that don't reflect all black people.
She's saying the exact same thing I said when I reacted to the video. She just articulating it in a way better fashion than what I did. But it's sad because when this type of behavior is put on display, it's reflected on a black community as a whole. Even though we know within our community we're doing great things, amazing things, there's people out here really striving and doing beautiful things. But when this type of behavior is shown, it's automatically put on a majority of the community like we just all act this way.
We know that. We have enough of that going on. We have enough people saying who we are, what we do, and how we act, and just put it on all of us for you to come here and smash us down along with the society. Baby, stop. Okay? Go and make peace with yourself. And if you don't want to date black people, you go do you. But you don't put your hate on your child, because that's the same thing they do. They show their kids videos, they show their kids the news, they say, oh, you need to be scared of them because they're robbers, they're killers, they're this, they're that. They you know, they rape each other, they this, they that, and they make their children fear us.
You know, it'd be killing me when people be like, oh my God, you date black men, ew. Bitch, you wish you could. You wish you could, but you scared of your mama.
And they tell their kids, don't date black people. I'll disown you. I'll take you out the wheel. I'll never speak to you again. And you are no better than them. Like, you literally took a couple of people and you judged all your people off of a couple of girls at the theme park. Now you don't want your son to ever bring one of those beautiful queens home. Baby, you have a lot to go uncover. You need to go and get you some help, baby. You need to go get you some help. Because even if you feel a certain way about just that incident, that's what you should deal with. But to take this incident and tell your child to never deal with these people again, I wonder how is he going to be around you? Because once he figure out that you are them and they are you, your son ain't going to ever come home. No holidays for you, baby. You will never see him. Because the same people you trying to get him to get away from, he going to see in you. Because that's what you seen in one of those girls that made you feel some type of way. It hit you. It hit home because when you seen one of them girls doing what they doing, it remind you of yourself. What you do with that is you go heal from it. You get better. That's all. Learn. Get better. Become a better person. But don't come on this internet putting my people down. We have enough of it. Because there's a ghetto in every race. Your president show us that there's a hood and a ghetto in every race. I promise you, you will not be pushing your son to better. Believe me, you won't. Be blessed.
I love my people, Lord, no I do. But there's a reason why God put the man above the woman. One thing that our women love to do is do this always all black people thing. It is already understood that all of something can't be. So if 90% of something is and 10% ain't, your logic stand to reason. If 99.9% something is and 0.001% ain't, your logic stands to reason. But if we look at it in a general sense, most black people operate and conduct themselves in the exact way she described at that amusement park. And here's the kicker. If she's black, she's been seeing this her entire life. She doesn't have to look within herself and say that there's something afflicting her to think what she thinks, because she has obviously had to have experienced this in more than one occasion, but this was the occasion that broke the camel's back.
That mom saying she don't want her son dating a black girl, that's probably best. She has a nasty attitude, and you can tell she's very male identified.
Male identified. I had to look that term up because I didn't understand the correlation of that term and what it had to do with this video. But this is what it says. A woman who identifies with or internalizes masculine viewpoints, sometimes to the detriment of women's interests or solidarity, a concept rooted in feminist theory. Okay, with that being said, let's continue the video.
But we have to have a large conversation about black teens who do not know how to act, especially when they're unsupervised. Once they get a hold of something, it's a wrap. I don't care if it's Six Flags or the mall. In my area, there was a nice beach area, you know, that was very friendly, real comfortable for people, you know. What was no longer is.
Male identified. You have to understand that black women have tied themselves to this feminist ideology, and so they have grabbed power in the black community and they don't want to let it go. You need your men. We are your covering and your structure and your guidance. You have forgotten that.
One of the parents in your teenager's friend group going to have to chaperone. And I know they want space and you need a breather from them, but somebody going to have to be there to keep an eye on them, because teenagers are going to be teenagers. I don't care about what the white kid's doing. I stop deflecting. I'm sorry you still have to parent when the kid is 13 and older.
I don't know how it was for y'all, but this is how it was for me. Whenever an adult was not present, the elder was put in charge. And if anything was to happen, oh, trust me, you did not want those repercussions from that older sister, brother, or cousin, because, yeah, it wasn't going to be pretty. But with that type of structure being put in place, without the adult being present, that kept us in order.
But you gotta be there. Somebody gotta be there, because they be going buck wild and don't know how to act. And if anybody say anything, they get cussed out. They're called racists. When the cops get involved, they're doing too much. So you raise them You be there to avoid all that happening.
The same people who are raising the children to be buck wild, you're asking them to be responsible enough to chaperone those buck wild children. Like, the apple don't fall far from the tree, so it's the irresponsible parent that created this buck wild ass child. You don't see the correlation between the two.
Okay. I'm talking about me. Okay. So what you gonna do if your partner say, damn, your mama fine? Okay. Oh. That's what you gonna do?
You think that we just supposed to just fix it at this level? You can't. Those children are not her responsibility, and the last thing you gonna want is for your son or your child to get mixed up in their shit and potentially lose his life.
Okay, y'all, so I finally seen this video that I've been like watching people talk about, and I have something to say. There's a lot of people in the comments that's saying, oh, this is what self-hate looks like. This is what self-hate looks like. No. This is what it looks like when you're not raised around ghetto black people. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Or if you were raised around ghetto black people and you try to not raise your family there because you're sick of the way black people act.
It's called self-preservation.
Everyone always swears, oh,
self-preservation.
No, some people get fed up with their own community. Like, that happens. I'm not saying she's right for generalizing all black women or all black girls. I'm not saying she's right for that.
That's their argument. You have to generalize. There's no way to have a conversation because there isn't ever going to be 100% of anything. So without generalization, if 99.9% of something is it, we can't talk about it until 100% of it is. That's why it don't make sense.
I agree. You do have to generalize. But I wonder if it would have hit different if she would have included herself instead of excluded herself as if she's not part of the problem. She could have generalized with endearment using us instead of them, because now she opened up the door for them to make her the focal point instead of recognizing and focusing on the principle of this situation.
But this is the woman that's fed up with how the black community acts. That's why she's making this video. And there's a lot of people out there like that, but they never get to say what they want to say, because the first time someone speaks out that's black against the black community get mad. Like, who else y'all want to speak out? Who else y'all want to say something?
Yeah, they shun you.
Wouldn't y'all
call you a
from
coon?
Our own people? Because if anybody else says it, then they're racist or they're prejudiced or something like that. So I'd be confused. But I understand what she's saying, and there's a lot of people on here that
you ain't confused.
Thinks the way black people act irritates them, or black people don't know how to act. That's why a lot of people don't go to Carnival, because black people be on there turning up, acting ghetto, fighting. Nobody want to be around that all the time. Some, like, y'all are really fun. Black people are really fun to be around, but y'all, some of y'all just don't know how to act.
Dallas, Lewis think. What be though?
Some of y'all don't have no home training at all. And instead of y'all understanding that and accepting it as like, oh, maybe sometimes we do too much, y'all get defensive and y'all get upset. Like, sometimes y'all just continue to prove these people right. Like, I understand it's a generational curse type of thing, but in the same breath, it comes a point when we need to, like, fix ourselves and figure our own stuff out, because we can really do some big things if a lot of us just, like, stop being the ones that Harriet Tubman would have left alone.
Yes. Yeah. You can't continue going down the path of destruction and then think that things are just gonna miraculously change. Black people don't want to hear the truth about themselves. That's why I say, man, like, if you think about the black consciousness as a whole, as one body, it's a female, because it's usually only women that don't like hearing the truth, especially if it's negative.
Black lady got on here and said she don't want her black son to ever date black women. My whole thing that's just really blowing me is the fact that you think you have any say in who your son is going to bring home or date. That be the problem, and this is what we be saying when we say boy moms, even though I don't like to generalize all boy moms, but the boy moms we be talking about,
you need to generalize.
This is exactly This is exactly the recipe for you to be jealous of any girl he brings home, for you to be mean mugging, for you to be mad, for you to always start problems with his girlfriends. Like, it's already starting, and her son is in elementary school.
She's right.
Her excuse was because we're loud, we ghetto, the way we talk. My whole thing is, why are you generalizing all black women like you're not a black woman yourself?
Because you have to generalize.
And then this racist white girl found
and being black don't change
she
that.
Doesn't want her son, her white son, black women either, because of the video she made. And this is what we be talking about when we say the way that we tear our own people down is the reason why these other races have no problem being racist, have no problem tearing us down, have no problem with talking ish about what we be doing and what be going on in our community. We talk shit about our own people.
Question: what's more detrimental to our black community? Talking shit about our black community, or witnessing degenerate behavior and not being able to speak on those actions of our black community? Because all I'm hearing her do is bash and hold this woman accountable, but she have not said anything about the little girl's behavior that's being spoke of by this lady.
And honestly, extremely embarrassing. Like,
black people can't say nothing.
When y'all get up on here and y'all bash your own kind.
No.
She made a follow-up apology video saying, "Oh, my bad. I didn't realize how many people excuse the behaviors of black girls."
She did. She was right about the first part. You cannot control who your child is gonna bring home. Women have this thought that they own their children, but in reality, you're just there to impart your knowledge onto them and let them make their own decisions. That alone, because of like just in the black community, that's how I know that the black conscious is a female. That way of thinking, that worldview that you own your children, that even black men share, is a part of the problem. Your job is to teach your children how to think, not teach them what to think.
You get with a black guy?
If I'm gonna be real, can I be real?
Yes.
My mom won't let me.
Why?
Just not how she sees things.
Is she racist?
So to Rika, the not so black Barbie that came on here talking about, oh, her son is not going to be dating black girls.
She is pissed.
Let me say this.
She heated.
While I understand you are a male-centered pick-me, while I understand you're just doing this for male attention, I don't understand calling little black girls bitches, calling them out their name. I don't get that.
Sister Code on 10.
Pick me ass in the comments to say, oh, we've all called kids out their name. No. Because if we called your son a bitch, then how would you feel? I bet you'll protect him. Like, I don't respect anybody calling fucking little kids out their fucking name. I get your rage, babe. Now, I get you trying to make your money. But, and I understand this might be the only way, because that's literally what you built your...
So when them black little heifers call you out your name and say all kind of crazy stuff that they mama taught them, we gonna pretend like they just little innocent children?
So y'all, I'm at the Drake house. The fuck? I just took all this nigga money and I don't care. What you talking about? Give me that. I need that. I want that. I have that. I got that to myself.
These ain't no motherfucking innocent children. They already having sex. You heard the conversation that they was having? That's the crazy part though. She talking about male-centered, pick me, and you can see she needs some man guidance. Like you could tell she needs some male guidance. Like if you could really get down with a program, it'll change your life, girl. I'm telling you. But I'm gonna let it keep going.
Page off of being male-centered and literally just spreading dangerous male narratives. I understand. I
male
get it.
narrative.
You're broke. You need to make the money. But what I don't understand is that I don't get coming on here talking about...
It's so interesting because the feminist ideology has infected the black conscious so bad, the female black conscious so bad, that her perspective is automatically boiled down to her being broke and qualifying men as just money. She don't even see the value that a man could bring into her life. Peace, structure, covering, guidance. She don't even value men. She don't see it. It's sad, you know? That's the most heartbreaking about it.
Little kids as if they're fucking grown ass women.
Yeah, grown.
You pick me, bitch. No fucking kid deserves to be called a bitch because they said something impulsive around you. The fuck? And it didn't even, based on what the fuck she was saying, it didn't even seem like the kids were talking to her child directly. And even if they fucking were, they're fucking children. Tell the nearest authority figure, bitch. Don't come on here trying to fucking tell us that you're not gonna let your son date black women when he gets older, knowing good and fucking well you have no control over that. All he's gonna do is fucking hide it from you. Hello? The fuck? What be making y'all think that y'all are so fucking special in these fucking little boys' lives that he is going to put you before his own wants and preferences when he gets older?
They do it all the time.
Are weird. Only fucking boy moms do this shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And if you have a daughter, I genuinely feel sorry for her. Because you would be okay with somebody calling her out her motherfucking name, all for the sake of, oh, well, we all do it. Stop generalizing shit. That's your problem, fugly. That's your problem. Stick to making your pick-me content. But the second I hear you again coming on here, calling little girls out their name, I got a good read for your motherfucking ass. And I dare you, bitch. I got every dollar in my motherfucking pocket for you. Do it in front of their mama. Do it in front of their mama. They'll show you a black bitch. We can show you a black bitch. Do it in front of their mama.
They feel played.
Like y'all sit up here and want to sit and act like black women don't fucking step behind their goddamn kids. Do that shit in front of their goddamn mom. Shit, nobody gives a fuck about you not wanting your son to be in relationships with black women. There's not gonna be shit you can do about that. But I promise you, bro, line all they fucking moms up and call all of them a bitch in front of their moms. And I want to see what the fuck beats a Jet 2 holiday. Record it. Put it on camera.
This is the exact problem that woman trying to avoid right now. You know, she don't even respect men.
She is bringing no type of value, no type of solution to the table. She is actually an example of what the problem is that's trying to be avoided. That's sad. But listen, man, if you want to finish watching August Moore reacts to the compilations, man, y'all head over to that boy page, show him some love. And if you made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, well, why not hit the subscribe button? And if you are subscribed, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Also, tell a friend and tell a family member that this is where they can come get their daily dose of the vibes. Yes, sir. And until next time,